Hello, 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 everyone. Hello. Today, we are watching Last of Us Season 2, Episode 3. Looks like this one is called The Path, which makes sense. I've played the game, so I know kind of where they're headed now. Like they've changed up a few things from the game for the show. Um well, like for instance, Dina. Dina in the games is the one that was mentored by Eugene, and she was the one that went with Ellie to Eugene's place. Unlike the show for episode 2, they switched it out and they put Jesse and Ellie together going to Eugene's place, and they put Dina with Joel. But in the games, Joel is actually with Tommy. Tommy's not in Jackson, he's with Joel. And then yeah, like I said, Dina's with Ellie. And Jesse, he's off in Jackson somewhere until he finds out that Joel is and Tommy are missing, and then he goes off. So like him and Ellie run into each other to go save um to go save Joel and Tommy, and Dina's there with him as well. So like all five of them are there at the cabin. But in the show, um yeah, in the show they kept Tommy and Jackson, and they made the town of Jackson, or the city of Jackson, more of a character itself. Like it's a growing town. It's full of all of these people that are somewhat defenseless. Like Tommy is taken up the leadership position to train the town and get them in a defensive position for when the infected does come. And sure enough, they do. In the last episode, they did come, and City of Jackson, it kind of got destroyed. Kind of got destroyed last episode. But that one of my favorite scenes from the last episode was Tommy taking down the bloater with the flamethrower, and him standing there with his other four group of mates looking like the Ghostbusters. Like I there are so many references last episode, or things that just happened throughout the episode that made me think of other things, like when the infected did come to Jackson and was climbing up on the walls, or not really climbing, but like yeah, running into the walls and stuff. Like the wall the wall battle reminded me of Game of Thrones, but the infected running like that and hoarding up like that, like the giant hordes looked like the big hordes from The Walking Dead. But then the way they moved and stuff kind of reminded me of like the World War Z zombies, which I know they aren't really zombies, they're just infected, but they reminded me of the World War Z zombies. And yeah, so like I had quite a few different things that I was thinking about during the last episode, or just different references and Sorry. But yeah, there was just different artifacts and stuff from like the games that I noticed from last episode, like the Firefly pendant from Eugene Linden. Um, as you can tell, I also I wasn't sure if I was going to or not, but I did pick up the game after last episode. Like it really was making me crave the game, so um I did start picking up the game again, and I've played through quite a bit actually. I've played about 10 hours of it, so I'm I don't want to spoil anything for the season, but like I'm I think I'm probably about episode 6. I think if they follow along with the game decent enough, I think I would be, yeah, like episode 5 or 6. Anyway, uh I just started picking up the game to try and well, cuz it's been a while since I've played, so uh I wanted to see how many different things that they would change, and they've changed quite a bit. Like they've changed around the different order of the groups that went out and stuff, and I'm sure they're going to change quite a bit of stuff about Abby's group and the way Ellie and Dina go after, or Jesse and Tommy, or yeah, whoever is going after. I'm sure eventually it's going to be Dina, Ellie, Tommy, and Jesse, all four of them out hunting for Abby at some point. But I'm not sure how they're going to go about it, and if we're going to follow any of Abby's point of view for the show. Not sure how they're gonna go about it, but I'm excited to get into it. So, and I'm excited to see how far they changed it up from the games. So, yeah, let's get into episode 3. It is Thursday again. I'm late. Oh, yeah, I'm late to watching this again. But the past 2 or 3 days, I haven't had power. There was a bunch of storms that came through, and I was off, but I hadn't had the chance to watch it. But I got to work the next 3 days. I got to work today, so I'm gonna watch this and then hopefully get this edited before episode 4 comes out on Sunday. But if not, just just give me just be patient and give me some time to get it edited. But I'll try and get it up before episode 4 on Sunday. But yeah, let's get into episode 3. HBO. Nice. Oh, we don't even get the little logo intro or anything. We're just going straight into devastation of Jackson. Wow. This is this is gonna be an emotional episode, I can already tell. My gosh, starting out with this horrendous view of the burning buildings, and I don't know if that was infected that was burning or what. Damn. I love how they're making Tommy the more yeah, making him step up into more of a leadership role of Jackson. Like the games, he wasn't. It was more Maria in charge of everything, but he is married to Maria, so it is nice for him to actually step up and take charge of defending the town. Like he is a badass in the games. Don't get me wrong. He is a badass, and that came through in episode 2 with him killing the bloater. But so like Tommy is a real badass, but yeah, like in the games he wasn't a part of the city too much. You didn't really see him being a part of the city really. This is this is so sad though. Him
Give Cher my love.
him cleaning up Joel. Cleaning up his own older brother. So she's a lot more injured than I thought she'd be.
You in pain? We can give you something.
Oh, she's having nightmares, seeing, yeah. Mm, mm, mm. Damn. Wow. Yeah. Did they remove? I think they removed Pedro Pascal's name. It went from Bella Ramsey to Gabriel Luna. Hmm. Well, well, actually, I might be wrong because they might wait. Oh wow, no, they did remove Pedro Pascal because they removed Joel's. Oh my gosh, that is so sad. They they removed Joel. Damn. Yeah, like I'm sure we'll get Pedro Pascal back in The Last of Us. Like, well, he's dead, yeah, but um in the game they had several flashbacks. Like when you were playing as Ellie, she'd have several flashbacks of her and Joel through the 5 years. So yeah, I'm sure we'll get flashbacks of them. How long did it say it been? I think it said 3 months, right?
How would you rate your pain? Scale of 1
I
to
wasn't
10.
really paying
Nothing.
attention. I think it
0.
said 3 months.
0. Can't ask for much from that. Wow. All right. Today's the day.
So can I just?
Almost. I just need to see one more person, then you're good to go.
See one more person. Who's that? Oh, Catherine or her? Yeah.
How are you doing?
Fine. Give me a moment. It's really complicated because
Yeah, feelings and feelings. Yeah. Yeah. Who wants to talk about feelings?
Yeah, I him. He meant a lot to me. So yeah, upset and sad.
Of course.
I should have talked to him, but I didn't.
Do you regret that?
Yeah,
Oh.
of course. But
Huh.
In my last moment, Joel, he said he.
what is it that he said that he did?
Well, that's the thing. It didn't really make sense. He said, I saved her.
He saved me a lot of times.
Yeah, I would think so, but that's not wrong example.
No idea what
Yes,
meant.
you do, Ellie. You know exactly what he did, and you do feel wronged by him. She's your therapist. You can. I know you're a teenager and don't want to talk about your feelings, but
Yeah, good. Shit. When we're as healthy as you, what would I do for weed and booze?
I wouldn't worry, Gail. There's still a lot of fucked up people in this town.
Yeah, but not you though.
but not her. Hmm. You know she's hiding something. She is not good at all. That is strange though. She said that was her last conversation with Joel was at the dance. Or at the bar or whatever. That wasn't her last conversation in the game. So is she lying to her? Or are they actually changing it up from the game? This is very fascinating. Very fascinating. I'll explain how they went through all this in the game towards the end of it. But this is very fascinating how they're changing this up here. Why doesn't she have a mattress? Oh well, I guess this is Joel's place, and she probably moved it to the new place because they don't have very many mattresses. Yeah, I'm sure that's it. They just don't have very many mattresses. So yeah, she's gotta. Hmm. She gonna find the guitar. Well, she found the box. Probably has his gun in it. It's probably got his watch, and then the gun under the towel. Oh, and the light shining through on his jacket. Damn, damn, man. Put it on, Ellie. Put it on. I know you want to. It can be yours now. That's what I would have done. If I had the option to wear Joel's jacket in the game, I would have been wearing that thing constantly. I always thought it was strange that they allowed you to sit here and smell the jacket and go through the memories and stuff of Joel, but not allow you to actually wear the jacket.
Yeah, I'm coming.
Dina sitting down at the table.
When they let you out?
So we're just to go.
Nice.
They made me to Gail.
Mm.
I never said I should thank you for all those times you did it.
It's okay.
Nice.
Us?
No. This is a peace offering
Cute.
because I'm about to make you
Mm.
angry.
Make her angry how?
You asked me about that.
She lied.
I told you I did learn anything
Yeah.
useful.
You actually, yeah. You heard a lot. Yeah.
I know their names, and I know where they're.
You caught this time. You let him get away.
Nope. She's been tracking them down.
First of all,
This town was wrecking funerals for weeks. Nobody was going to go after
Mm-hmm.
anyone. And then it occurred to me, if you want to find one, and the only thing you know about where they're going to end
Mm-hmm.
up, maybe let them get
Mm-hmm.
there. I loved him too.
Yup. He's kind of like a father to both of you. She did the right thing, Ellie. Just tell her. She tracked them down. She got their names. She found out where they were going. Now all you gotta do is follow. Follow them to their destination. Is it good?
Okay.
Is it a good
Start
cookie?
with next. Dark-haired
Yeah.
guy, Vanny.
Danny.
The other guy was Owen.
The girl with the hair and the bald one. One of
Nora,
them's the
yeah.
mole, I'm not sure which.
The girl with the brick.
Abby. Yep.
Abby. Really fun.
WLF. Wolf.
And the letters B-U-F.
Yep.
Then I remembered a story Eugene
No
told
more
about his
fireflies.
just together. Those groups was the Washington Liberation
Yep.
Front. WLF. Wolf. Fucking monster.
So you gotta make it to Washington. I think I don't know how they're going to do this, if I'm being honest. I assume this episode they're going to travel to Seattle. Cuz that's the first location in the second game. Well, after Jackson.
Well,
You gotta think about this.
think about what? Let's forget these guys.
It ain't simple. The town is still covering.
Coming from. If it had been you, Joel would be halfway distance
True.
before the sun came up.
He'd be halfway to Seattle to save my life. We just break it. It was his fault. I saw that time and time again, and don't talk like I didn't know him.
He knew him way more than you, Ellie.
But if we're gonna posse together, we gotta do it. It's taking
Yes.
to
Taking
Maria.
it to Maria.
Yes.
Yes.
She's on a council meeting, open up to the town. Everyone who wants to get heard gets heard.
Yes. It is Tommy. It is Joel's brother. He wants redemption for Joel just as much as you, Ellie. He will back you through this. That was a stupid question in
You got
the first
information
place.
on me again, got rendering detail for a month. Buried our dead 10 miles southbound. If you visit.
Exactly. Seattle. You got to get to Seattle. And on the way, you can stop it at Joel's grave. I can't believe they are adapting one of my favorite video games, dude. I love story games. Like that is basically all I have is story games. That's what I grew up on too. And this is one of my favorite ones, and they were adapting it. I can't believe they're bringing in Scars like this early. Okay.
Oh?
Huh.
No one following all there. Keep moving.
What? We get reset. Just. I told you the rays were going.
I know. But why can't you just keep us?
The dead tenders constantly count on her help.
Oh, that is Constance.
As in a way, profit isn't magic. There's just people that see you sitting promotion share of that.
Damn. Okay. So we are getting a background, like a backstory to the majority of these people, which I figured we would. I just wasn't sure how early on we would.
Can I have a hand?
She wants a hammer, huh?
Take cover!
Oh shit. Who's after him? Who's
Jeez.
after them?
Oh,
I know the wolves and scars, yeah, are war, like in a war against each other, but I didn't know it started out that early, and that we're going to get a whole backstory to the scars.
Do you think?
well, for some saying on your past 3 months, that's surprise.
Yeah.
Push.
Yeah, crunch is really working.
I'll do it.
So, here's your council now.
Yep.
Nice.
So you got the meeting coming up. Count on you.
I think you can.
Can't just upcoming votes.
I think you can trust him.
Dude, you were there.
I know that too. Gotta
Just trust your people, Ellie.
Council won't make mine until we hear to speak. Oh, here's a little advice. Organize your thoughts, write them down, read them out loud tomorrow.
Okay, yeah, because I'm stupid.
Ellie, yeah, you gotta calm down, Ellie. I know you're angry, and you have every right to be, but
invest more in peace and less pickles. And that me back to my
you gotta calm down, and you gotta voice your opinion.
it's an open meeting. The bylaws say that
Maybe we stick to what everyone else came to discuss.
I don't really have an opinion on the Seattle.
Okay, thank you.
Damn, wasting everyone's time. Who's this?
I said that Joel meant so much to so many of us. But he wasn't the only one. I lost my sister that day. And now you want to send what? You're saying 16 our best? Mend it.
True.
And none of you up there can promise us that all 16 will come back.
True.
So my heart is with you, Tommy and Ellie. We are too hurt, and it is too soon.
She's right. You can't send the whole squad. You can't send the whole squad after him.
I'll be quick. This one's simple to me. People came, killed Joel. So why wouldn't we want to take our vengeance? Forgive and be forgiven. No grudges, no revenge. That's what separates us from the raiders and the murderers. Those sons of bitches don't deserve our mercy.
Yeah, they don't.
Well, of course they don't deserve it. That's what makes it mercy. Well, the hell with that. The hell with you for saying it, Carlisle.
Seth, sit down.
No,
You're not on the list.
no.
You're right. Yep. Preach.
Forgive everybody when they show up and piss in our eye? They came into our house. They took one of ours.
They always do.
My God. Somebody
They
shoots
always
your
do.
brother. You want to take the locks off your doors? Grow up. They'll come back because we didn't make them pay. And when they come back, they'll be laughing. Bunch of goddamn victims.
Ellie? I normally don't write things down because I normally don't think we could talk, which has gotten me in trouble before.
True.
A lot. And it's cost me in ways that sometimes couldn't be undone. I'm asking us to risk more people and resources and at the worst possible time. And I want everyone to know. It's not because I want revenge. What I want is what you used to give people. I want justice. We have a word for these people. They're called strangers. And I want to know that I can count on you.
You
And
can.
I swear, if someone hurts any of you or the people you love, you
Yep.
can count on me. That's what holds all this together.
Yep. It's all about the people. The people, the community.
Here. I'll accept whatever the council decides. But I am asking you,
Yep.
please,
That's all she's asking.
do what it takes to see that justice is done.
For everyone. Justice for the people. Yep. For Jackson.
Please, do it for us.
Dina's like, damn, Ellie, that was fucking hot as fuck.
The council will vote on the proposal to send a party of 16 citizens to Seattle to find the people who killed Joel and execute them.
I don't think the council's gonna go for it, but that doesn't mean a small group of people are not going to go after them.
Yes?
That's one yes.
No?
One no.
Yes?
Yeah.
No?
Yeah, I figured that's how it's gonna be. Yeah.
Yes? No?
So 5
No.
no's. Yep. Yep. 6
No?
no's. Yep. Yeah, I figured that's yeah. Yep. 8
The
to
vote is
3.
8-3. The proposal is rejected.
But Tommy, Jesse, Dina, Ellie, and who knows, they may even throw Seth in there. They may even throw Seth in the mix. I see how angry he is. He may step up and join the crew to go after Joel. Or at least help Ellie and like give her weapons and stuff.
Attaboy 9!
Ooh.
Oh shit!
I didn't know you were a fan.
This actually is not far off from the O3 score.
I spotted you in the crowd at the meeting today. Yeah. And I thought to myself, she's probably been extra busy these last few weeks.
How to process it all. I'm the only one here.
So what do you do then?
Oh, well, I'm an alcoholic, and I smoke as much weed as I can.
Same. Same. That's all you can do. Smoke weed to forget about it.
I'm nervous she's going to do something stupid.
Not really.
What, you didn't believe her speech?
Did you?
Of course
Just
not.
smoke
She's a
weed for the
liar.
fun of it.
Well, there's a difference between lying and being a liar.
Oh, I know. And that one? Liar.
She sees a liar when, yeah. She knew Joel was lying. She knows Ellie's lying. But she's gonna go down that path, unless you let her go out and figure out her own path.
Coming up with justifications and all he was really doing was lashing out.
Do you think she might have learned that behavior from him?
Yeah. Oh man. You remember how we met Ellie?
If she's on a path, it's not one that Joel her on. No. I think they were walking side by side from the very start.
Ellie's always had a loud mouth. Always had a foul mouth.
I get it. You inherited her. And you want to keep her out of trouble.
I, on the other hand,
Take it from a
grew mine.
psychotherapist of 40 years.
I was raised Pentecostal. I had to
Some people just can't be saved.
yeah, I didn't really start drinking or cussing or doing any of that stuff until after I got to college.
Hey, I'm just going to bed. No, I don't think.
Yeah, Dina's right. You're preparing. You're preparing for war. Oh. Oh, she is the one. Okay.
Christ. Please don't try and talk me out of this. Oh, you think that's why I'm here? So,
Yeah, what's the plan?
what's your plan? Well, better not land weird on an ankle or get a fever on your well-charted path northwest.
Okay, so what am I supposed to do?
Map? Yep. Really kicking in her door instincts here.
Approach Seattle from the east, then reassess based on what we find. Provisions. Travel light but smart. Winter coats for beds, jackets for blankets, first
Nice.
aid.
Nice. She's got a whole list of things that they need.
Is that
Yep.
Joel's? That's what you're gonna kill him.
Fucking right.
Really? Shoot your damn ass
Yep.
off?
Really?
Exactly what Joel told her.
100 shells apiece, plus 50 rifle rounds. Bring any long gun you want as long as it's scoped. Chlorine tablets, a pan, and something to keep Shimmer dry.
Just Shimmer?
Yeah, we share a horse. Fewer resources. Boots.
Boots, yeah.
Love Converse. Respect your consistency.
Need your boots. Grab the boots. Grab the boots. Grab Shimmer. And let's get to Seattle.
Oh no. No, don't tell me you told Jesse, please.
Captain Wyoming.
Jesse.
No. I love the man, but he's a little
No.
uptight about rules.
Seth. I bet it's Seth.
We meet by the old East Gate, 3 a.m. 3 a.m.
3 a.m. Don't you forget it.
Thank you.
Yeah, you could have just asked.
Cute.
No, I actually didn't know that.
Come on, Ellie. You know she'd do anything for you. It's Dina. There's Dina and Shimmer. And Seth, just like I said. Yep. I assumed it was gonna be him. I saw how angry he was.
Trade. It's better. Trade. Janine's night watch at the stables. She's sympathetic to our cause.
Our cause?
You're the one with the us speech, not me. Bandages, alcohol, meds, batteries. I'd come with you, but I caught some friendly fire on New Year's Day.
I'm sure it's friendly.
Jesus Christ.
You get 10 minutes before patrol comes by.
Come on, Ellie. He's doing everything he can to help you. To help Joel. To make things right. At least say thank you for getting Shimmer and all your gear for you. Come on, Ellie. There you go. There you go. And now we are off to Seattle. Thank God. I thought we were never gonna get to Seattle. They were taking forever. Oh yeah, right. We gotta stop and visit Joel's grave. Damn, are we not gonna make it to Seattle this episode? Is the whole episode just going to be this preparing to leave for Seattle and we're not going to make it to Seattle? Damn it, dude. I guess Seattle's gonna be episode 4. They are really taking their time with telling this story, which I don't blame them. But there's only 7 episodes this season, and we got to go get revenge for Joel. The way they're pacing this out has me feeling like the next few episodes. Well, let's see. Yeah, I guess that would line up. Because if there are 7 episodes, we get to Seattle on episode 4. That would be Seattle Day 1, episode 4, Seattle Day 2, episode 5, And Seattle Day 3, episode 7. And then I'm sure season 3 we'll go back and show. Yeah, we'll go back. I'm sure that's then where we'll leave it. And season 3, I think I said episode 3, but season 3, we'll pick up back at Seattle Day 1. Which, for you guys who have never played the games, you don't know exactly what I'm talking about, but the gamers do.
So, Fleetwood Mac.
Nope.
What? 3? No, it's my opinion.
Yeah, well, your opinion is wrong because Frank Zappa exists.
Who the hell is Frank Zappa?
Green Day. No, you're wrong.
Guns N' Roses, yeah. Or Green Day, either one. Yeah, they're both good picks. Ozzy Osbourne, yeah.
So, LMNO P. Are you seriously gonna make me do the entire alphabet?
You don't have to. I'm
Sure.
incredibly flexible. First person you killed.
Jesus, really?
Yeah, fun stories of childhood.
First one's too fucked up, but I can tell you the second one.
I accept.
Telling her how she saved Joel for the first time.
Let me know if you see any outcroppings or spots with cover.
Why? Looks okay. Holy shit, that came on fast. How the fuck did you know that was gonna happen?
Nice. Dina the Witch. I could see that. I could see that. If we ever get a Last of Us 3, I would love to see more of the relationship between Ellie and Dina form.
Well,
I'm not gonna finish what I was going to say because I don't want to spoil the end of Last of Us 2. But yeah, I would love to see more of their relationship.
It's about New Year's Eve and, you know,
Oh,
the kid.
the kiss. Yeah. I was wondering when she was gonna ask about the kiss.
Whatever, you were super high. You were drunk.
Yeah, but you both care for each other. You obviously know that.
How would
You can see
rate
it.
Scale
Yeah,
of
rate the
1
kiss,
to
Ellie.
no.
Rate it. Rate it, Ellie.
Kissed girls before.
Yeah, rate the
You're
kiss.
gay, I'm not. I'm just curious. Wanna know if I'm any
Sure
good
you're
at
not, Dina. Sure you're
it.
not.
1 to 10. Fuck you, 6.
It's not
6.
bad. It sucks.
Fuck you, 6. Yeah. Nah.
Told you. I'm sorry. You can go back to Jesse.
I already did.
You're just trying to make her jealous, Dina. I know what you're getting at. I know what you're trying to do here.
Does he ever strike you as sad?
Jesse?
Yeah. I think deep inside that's just how he is. At least I hope that's why.
Why would you hope that?
Well, because if it's not that, then it's me.
Mm. Why would it be you? Or why would you think it would be you?
Hey.
That's a don't end it like that. Ellie, say something to it. Don't end it like that.
It wasn't that high.
I wasn't that high. Yeah, sounds like every stoner ever.
Close. Maybe 10 miles. In theory, we'll come out near Highway 5, just north of the city.
Interesting. Think it's a trap? Oh.
He was running away.
Oh, this is the scars. We're catching back up with the scars that were attacked. Who attacked them?
A lot of different calibers. I don't think this was Fedra. Dina. Dina!
Don't go back there.
Mm.
Yeah, I bet that smell is rancid back there. Oh yeah. Yeah, I bet that smell is rancid. Bunch of dead bodies back there. Oh. Oh, Constance is dead. Oh, that little girl. Damn. I thought someone in the second game was named Constance, but maybe I'm getting someone mixed up. I obviously am getting someone mixed up with that girl.
If this was fucking them, if Abby and her crew did this to people, to kids,
Well, they said they were wolves, but why would Abby's crew do this? Are they that heartless? Like I understand yeah, getting revenge on Joel. Abby getting revenge on Joel. But I don't see Abby's crew. I don't see them doing that to that group of people. I don't think they could do that. But maybe they I don't know. Maybe they did. They're getting closer. Closer and closer.
It's quiet.
yeah, too quiet.
Curtis or Viper?
Both in all four movies.
That's nice. Yeah. Calling back to Curtis and Viper.
Wow. Fucking Seattle.
Whoa. Yeah, that
How's no one
is a
shooting at
nice
us?
view. That is a really nice view. Seeing the outskirts of Seattle like that. This is also a nice view.
I was
Just
just
seeing
saying,
the
I'm
two of
supposed to look a
them
badass.
chatting on the back of a horse.
You don't need to try.
And I know exactly where they are too. Oh, that's oh, and there's Abby. Yep,
Yeah, go
nice.
ahead.
Nice. Oh no, it's not Abby, it's Manny. Nice pan over to the ocean view though.
Tell me to watch 6 and 8. I think fucking 3 and 5.
Where yeah, he is in the watchtower.
You're all good. You move up.
Oh. They're the ones with the big tanks. I completely forgot about that. I forgot wolves were the big militia groups with the tanks. Well, in the first game it was Fedra. But yeah, in the second game it's the wolves. The Washington Liberation Front. What an episode. What an episode. I like that they're teasing Washington and teasing the scars. Yeah, I wasn't expecting them to give us a backstory there of scars. Of course, the people who've not played the games, yeah, for the ones of you who have not played the games, you won't know who scars are, but I'm sure they'll get into it either in episode 4 or maybe 5. Um yeah. Hmm. I'm sure they'll get into scars at some point and like break down who they actually are for the people who haven't played the games. But yeah, it's crazy that they brought them up already. Like WLF, that makes sense because that's where Abby and her crew is from. Um, but to show the scars there for a second and then cut back to him later in the episode and their all just being wiped out by what we're assuming is Abby's crew, or what Dina and Ellie are assuming is Abby's crew, but I'm still not quite sure if it is Abby's crew or not who wiped them out, or if it was another section of the WLF. It could have been another section of the WLF, and we're just meant to believe that it was Abby's crew. But yeah, I'm not sure. Not sure. Constance, though, that little girl, Constance, I think I think she actually is a character from the second game. I think who I am thinking of is actually yeah, that little girl. It'll make sense. It'll make sense later on in the season. Actually, well, yeah, I'm sure it'll make sense later on in the season. I I don't think they would have teased her or told us her name if they didn't follow up with it towards the end of the season. But they could hold off on that and put it in season 3 as well. I'm really trying not to spoil anything and trying to avoid the, like saying too much, but yeah, I loved the references and Easter eggs we did get to the game. I do like how they're changing it up a little bit and how we got a whole, like, I assumed for this episode we're going to see Joel's funeral, or them, yeah, like living through um yeah, all of that and going through all the emotional stuff. I figured that would be half the episode, but then I figured the last half we would travel to Seattle, get to Seattle, and actually start out in Seattle. But no, we just pulled up to the end of the outskirts of Seattle, and episode 4 is going to be Seattle Day 1. So yeah, I think that is how they're probably planning on doing this. And I don't think we really need a season 4, to be honest. If this is how they're doing it, I think they could split it in 2 seasons and be able to tell the entirety of the story within those 2 seasons. But if they did expand it and make the second game into 3 seasons and expand on stuff like even more, like I would be totally down for that as well. And I would love to get even more of a backstory to the WLF or to the scars or to like the other groups that we'll run into throughout the season. But yeah, I'm excited to get to Seattle and to see how they go about just the story of Seattle and how the 3 days that they're in Seattle goes down. I'm excited because in the game it's set up. Well, I don't think it would be too big of a spoiler now that Abby is in this. So I think it'd be okay to say. But in the second game, the first half of the game, you play as Ellie. But every so often you switch to this other character who ends up being Abby. And then like the last half of the game, you switch to playing Abby. And like going back and forth between Abby and Ellie, but the majority of it's Abby at like towards the last half of the game. So like you go back and forth between Ellie and Abby. So I'm wondering if season 2, now that Abby has done what she did to Joel, I'm wondering if we're just going to stay on Ellie's point of view for the rest of the season. So we'll go through Seattle and Ellie's point of view. So let's say this does line up with this, like the games do. We'll do episode 4 as Seattle Day 1, episode 5 as Seattle Day 2, and episode 6 as Seattle Day 3. And then the meet up again. I don't think it's too big of a spoiler. Like we know Ellie is after Abby, so they're obviously going to meet up again. So the meet up again of Ellie and Abby will be the last episode, the final episode. But then I think what they're going to do is from there, season 3, we're going to go back and see Abby's point of view. So we're going to do day 1 of Abby's point of view, day 2 of Abby's point of view, day 3 in Seattle of Abby's point of view, and then do a meetup again of Ellie. But then I don't know how they would conclude season 3. I don't know if they would then switch back to Ellie's point of view and we get an expansion of the end of Last of Us 2, or what would go on. I don't know. I'm really not sure how they're going about this, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to being in Seattle, cuz most of the game does take place in Seattle. So I'm glad we're finally in Seattle, and that the episode coming out on Sunday, we will finally be in Seattle, and we will finally be out adventuring and getting into like more infected types and more just expansion of the Last of Us world. We'll be getting more expansions between Dina and Ellie, I'm sure. But yeah, I'm just excited to see what Sunday's episode brings us. Uh, this was a great episode. I loved it. I think it lasted a little longer than it could have. I think they could have gone to Seattle a little quicker, but I do like that Seth stepped in and helped them like gather things and prepare for going on this trip. Um and yeah, I like that he's trying to step up and make things right for Ellie and Joel. Um well, yeah, because Joel's not with us any longer. I'm glad he's at least trying to make things right with Ellie and trying to open up more with her. And just yeah, you don't we don't really get to see or hear from Seth much in the games, so seeing more of him in this episode and seeing just how he handled the meeting, the town meeting and stuff. I loved all that, and the therapist as well. Seeing more of Catherine O'Hara and getting a conversation between her and Tommy this time. I think Tommy is is yeah, he's filling in that role as as that Joel left behind. He's filling in the role that Joel left behind and stepping up and being a leader for all of the people of Jackson. So yeah, I'm really invested in this series. I'm really invested in the games. I can't wait to see what happens in Seattle. I assume for episode 4 that we're gonna be at the movie theater. I think it's a movie theater. It's some kind of theater. I think it's a movie theater that then I kind of got turned into like a stage at one point for like bands, if I remember right. I don't remember, but yeah, they're at some sort of theater in the game, so I assume that's where they're going for episode 4 is the theater. Um, mm, yeah, I don't know if Jesse's gonna sneak away from Jackson and show up at the theater and help Dina and Ellie, or if Tommy's gonna go after Abby. I don't know if I don't know what Tommy's gonna do, if he's gonna go after Abby or if he's gonna go after Ellie after he finds out that Ellie and Dina left. Maybe he'll go after Ellie to try and stop her because he thinks she's gonna grow up to be like Joel. Like that's what he told Catherine O'Hara, or what's her character's name? I forget the therapist's name. Because she wasn't really a character. Yeah, she wasn't a character in the game. Her husband Eugene was, but she wasn't. So I don't remember her name. But yeah, he told Catherine O'Hara, the therapist, that he is scared that Ellie's going to turn into Joel. So yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen there. I don't know if Tommy's gonna go after Ellie and Dina, or if Tommy's just as angry and he's gonna go after Abby. I didn't really see that in this show, but that is what happened in the game. Was the game Tommy? Honestly, this episode changed a lot from the game because in the game, after Abby kills Joel, Ellie and Dina like immediately leave for Seattle that night. Like they immediately, like, they leave to go to Joel's house and gather a few things at Ellie, and that's where Maria walks in, and Maria knows that they're about to like leave, so she allows them to leave because Tommy had already broken away and left to go after Abby. So she's like, go get my dumbass husband back. But in the show, like, we didn't see Tommy leaving, and we didn't really like, we got the line from the game of, I don't remember exactly what the line is, but it was after Ellie and Tommy were talking after Joel died. Like, yeah, like, we got that line from Tommy, but we didn't really see how angry he was at Abby in the show. We didn't see the anger like he had in the game. Like, he was furious in the game for someone killing his brother, and like, he immediately started going after Abby and tracking her down. In the show, I didn't really get that anger as much from him as I did from Ellie. Like, he wants justice. I know he wants justice for his brother, but I don't think he wants to ferociously just go out and murder people who murders his brother. But I could be wrong. Who knows? I just didn't see that in this series like I did in the second game. But yeah, I'm not sure exactly what's going to happen. I don't know if Tommy's gonna stay in Jackson the whole time while Dina and Ellie's out hunting for Abby's, and that's how we're gonna get, like, we're just gonna flashback between Tommy and Maria at Jackson, and then Dina and Ellie and possibly Jesse going to hunt for Abby. Or yeah, I don't know how they're gonna do it, or if they're going to story, more like the game, and they're going to have Tommy go after Abby or after Ellie to stop her. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm excited. I'm excited to see what happens on Sunday. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this reaction and discussion of The Last of Us episode 3. You can watch all of my full length watch alongs and catch up, or yeah, sync up with your. I think it's catch up. I meant sync up with your own copy of The Last of Us. Over on my Patreon, you can watch all my watch alongs over there. You can find all my edited reactions or video game content. I have streams and old streams and stuff over on YouTube as well, so you can find all that stuff on YouTube, or you can find a whole list of all my content over on my website at findawg.com. That's findawg.com, and I think that's gonna be it for this review. So I will see y'all later, and yeah, I will catch you in the next reaction for whatever it may be you're watching. But I'm gonna be just sitting here waiting for episode 4 to drop for the next few days. Not really. I gotta go to work, but I'll see y'all later. All right, bye bye.